Hello, boys, babes, and all of you beans in between. Welcome back. We have explored the world. A couple of y'all have thrown some really great ideas at me, and we'll discuss more of that later. But there's one thing that I have been waiting to do since last episode, and that, my dears, is to go and collect all of the copper that we have around this world and fortune it. Because with the update, the level of the copper drop is actually increased, so you will have a higher drop rate of copper than we would have had in 117. So I need to go find the rest of my copper so we can fortune it. We got 9 currently. I know I have a lot more than that laying around because I specifically didn't fortune it. So I'm gonna go run over to the other base and see what we can find, and then we're gonna fortune that stuff. Alrighty, so I found just under 3 stacks of this stuff. Let us get ourselves pillared up there and then break this stuff down and see how much we get. Let's make sure we're using the right pick though, so I don't end up with all of it back in my inventory without noticing. So here we go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. We are way up here. How high up are we? Yeah, just below what the old build limit was. Okay, let's get down here. There we go. That is a lot of copper. Oh, mercy. The next thing we have to go smelt this down so we can actually use it as other things, but just by the fact that this is already in itself almost 3 stacks makes me feel a lot better about the grind for getting copper. Significantly easier. Definitely more worthwhile when it comes to making it a block, because when you used to, we weren't getting nearly as much, so it took a lot more to make a copper block. I think this is going to make it a lot easier, especially with the crafting recipe being what it is. So, like, this much will get us 7 blocks. Whereas these guys already in themselves are close to just over 2 stacks, which I think is significantly better in the game standpoint. But I'm gonna get that smelted down. We'll have it for other builds around here, and I'll bring y'all back when we get to start on some more work, because we're getting some houses built today. Alrighty, furnace array running. My wings need repairing, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna repair my wings and go do some mining, because I'd like to get a little bit more copper. While it's not entirely necessary, I do want to spend some time experimenting with the ore generation, because I haven't had the opportunity to. So I'm gonna grab some of the goodies from our melon and pumpkin farm and get the stuff we need. And I'll bring y'all back when I know what we found from our mining trip. Nothing quite like sitting around doing some smelting and suddenly, boom, surge protector. Yeah, that's mildly concerning, but it's fine. Not too worried. Not too worried at all. Alright, so I did a bunch of mining in addition to the smelting of our stuff. It's back at the island. However, not island, our base. But we got a bunch done with that. The problem now is, it's not even a problem, is I want to go ahead and get to the area that y'all voted on for where we'll be doing our extra project. So, of the people that voted, we had the majority voting towards doing the summer camp theme. We had the most votes for that. Most people brought that back one up. So, we will be doing that one. The problem is, I don't know where it is, and now I am hunting for it so that I can put a portal out there so I can get back and forth more easily. Hold on. Is that 3 villages? That's 3 villages all right there. That is crazy. Okay, then. But we're looking for that so that we can get some portals set up and have an easy way to maneuver back and forth, just in case my wings break, just in case something happens. So, I gotta figure out where on earth I left this place, because I didn't stop to think to get coordinates for any of these, and that was a very, very poor mistake. So, I'm gonna go find everything, and I will bring y'all back once we get that portal put into place. I may be slightly lost, but this looks cool, so... Whee! Oh, sweet mercy, that's not as... Oh my gosh. That was a lot bigger than I thought it'd be. I'm in love. This is absolutely gorgeous. Hold on. I am not losing the cords for this one. I have lost the cords for other stuff. That is a floating spider spawner. Whoa. Okay, coordinates, screenshot, got it. Awesome. Let's get that twice just in case and get out of here. Wait, that's an exposed geode. Oh my goodness. Oh, nope, get out of here. That is amazing. Okay, cool. We'll come back for that. Let's go find our place we're supposed to be. I found it. I found it. I found it. I think this looks familiar. Because there was that lone tree on the stone island, and then there's the hill. So, that means for our summer camp, it would be right over here. And there's that portal. We can absolutely play with that. This is the pond. This is the lake, whatever you want to call it. This is where we're going to put the summer camp. So, really quick rundown of the concept I had. So the idea then... Ooh, I keep forgetting the lush caves underneath it. I definitely want to make it such that, like, this is the main camp. It is not connected to the main land. So, like, over here would be the cabins, the pieces like that. But, like, this is where the dining hall is. This is where the meeting hall is. This is where the big camping grounds are. All in this conglomerated area. Because there are some pretty cool and nifty things that I feel like this kind of thing. This would be something that, like, if I were to terraform it out a little bit more, this pit would be something they kept next to their big, what's it called? Like the meeting hall that they keep, where everyone goes and hangs out and stuff. Like, I feel like this would be part of their, like, education center that's included in that. Because I feel like this is one of those wildlife nature camps. But I also feel like it'd be a cryptic nature camp. Cryptid, like Mothman and that kind of stuff. Where they have, like, those myths and those legends and those lore pieces that are part of their world. And that's just how their camp runs, is based off of those things. And, like, your cabins are all themed based off of cryptids. But that's not where we're here right now. Why we're here right now is to get ourselves a portal that can get us back and forth across. Ow. Ooh, wow, that's a lot of flint. So, let's grab some of the goodies that were left here for us. Replace what needs to be replaced. Grab my pick. Awesome. Hit that. And let's see where it puts us. This is a wee bit spooky. I don't like this. I'm gonna figure out where I am. I'll bring y'all back in a moment. Okay, I cannot decide if this is good news or bad news, but if I jump through here and I dig this way, that is my walkway to the villager trading town. So, I gotta figure out how to get from up here down to the pathway that I have. I know there's a pathway. Cutting through that piece right in there. Right over there. There's a pathway that cuts through. So, I gotta figure out how to make a safe way over to there. I will eventually, like, redo this so it's a much nicer looking path. I still need to do that for my entirety of my main path. But there is supposed to be a pathway over here. Luckily, this is somewhere I recognize, and it's not, like, somewhere I've never been before. So this is actually perfectly placed in a great way of finding our way around. Unfortunately, I don't know exactly where we are aiming. So I think we're gonna just start a stairway down here, because this should be far enough over to keep us safe. I don't want to rush too far ahead, or else we might end up in trouble. Okay, let's see. Yep. Do I have torches? I do have torches. Let's go ahead and mark this so it's very clear what is going on here, and I can find my way back easily. Okay. Let's see. Yep, there's my tunnel. Perfect. So, that means we can easily pop right out over here and make our Jimmy Jammy? Lovely little way across this way and easily get back to our villager trading town, which is perfect for easy moving supplies. I am so glad we got that worked out real quick. Now, we can head back to the villager town and figure out what we're doing next for our builds in the current village. Alrighty, it's good to be back over here. I think it is a nice place to be to start with. This is the first project we're going to work on. We will be working on putting in our first house, like actual house over here. For that to be the thing though, it wants to be up here on this hill. Hello, llama. It's going to be a smaller house. It's going to be a mix of the current style with a slightly different, like more homey adapted twist. It's going to look like it took one of these old industrial buildings and attached a house to it or expanded it to make it more like a house. So let's get that started, and I will time lapse that one for you real quick so you can see how it goes. After a really quick inventory empty and a little bit of cleanup, I think that this is a pretty nifty start. I definitely still need to finish the top of this, but I think this is a fun. They went and they took an old building and added their own little home to it. So I personally love how this is looking. The roof's a little goofy, it's a little lopsided, but I think that just adds to the little quirky wobbliness of this entire area. I'm not sure entirely how I'm going to do this roof. I feel like I'm going to end up doing a peak on all four sides where it just goes up like 5 or 6 more blocks, and it has a nice little peak point that reaches out and has that kind of extended part just like this, but I'm not entirely confident yet. We will play with that more later. Unfortunately though, we are running out of time for today. I know that this episode is already going to come out a little bit late, which is entirely okay, but I think that this was fairly successful, fairly productive, and we got a bunch of good stuff done today. So, on that note, I need to know from you guys, what would you theme all of those cabins after? Because I'm absolutely doing a cryptid summer camp. I want Mothman's, I want Jersey Devil suggestions. I want your suggestions. Put them in the comments. Give me your ideas. I'm going to get started on clearing that out and getting the area worked out so we can start building themed cabins and really fun other areas to work in. But until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye now.